Dear young career aspirants and their well wishers, ladies and gentlemen, this sub series regarding the career counseling for young engineers is meant to give them a clear picture of what to expect in different career avenues. In India, it is not difficult to see youngsters who do not know what they want, yet they pursue some career, and after landing there, they realize that no, this was not what we wanted. And ultimately, one may select a career based on the grounds of emoluments, for example, or career growth. But day in, day out, whatever nature of work one has to do, where one has to slog, the work culture, the workplace, the career prospects, and whether one can enjoy that kind of lifestyle. If somebody knows it beforehand, he can make a studied decision about career choice. Otherwise, it will be more likely that he will discover that this was not what he or she wanted. With that idea, we are talking about this sub series today, where we are talking of group of people who decide to work in a manufacturing industry. We are not talking about other career options that we have already covered in our previous videos. So, in this sub series, we are focusing on the career choices within a manufacturing organization in some detail. So, I would strongly recommend that you people watch the previous videos. The links are being given for you to easily navigate there. Talking of this sub series, when somebody joins a manufacturing organization, the main areas which one can opt for could be either design offices, software offices, design and technology software, for example, simulations, etc., CAD CAM, or one can opt for shop floor jobs. In shop floor job, there are three major possibilities. One is, of course, one can go into production, the mainstream production, or one can go in maintenance and repairs, or one can go in quality assurance. Now, for those who do not want to work in a factory, they can always go to sales and marketing function, where they can be placed almost in any city, in any district in the country. And it's an entirely different kind of a job as compared to factory job. Then within factory or in factory offices, there are a lot of techno-commercial jobs which are dealing with, let us say, material management and purchases and contracts and stuff like that. And next category which is there are various kinds of planning functions. Okay, various kind of planning activities ranging from production planning to corporate planning. There are various shades of planning which are available. And then, of course, there are services, stray services. These are usually standalone niche jobs, and usually these are no growth islands. For example, it's like becoming a doctor in a dispensary in a factory. So, I mean, he will remain doctor for his lifetime, of course. There is no, because he's not in a mainstream. So, like that, there are areas, services, for example, warehouse manager could be there could be safety officer, there could be trainer, okay, there could be talent manager, okay, there could be security in charge, and so on, and auditor sometimes, yeah, productivity champion. So, usually these are kind of standalone islands. Of course, productivity champions can migrate elsewhere and they could have superlative growth also. But then by far these are niche areas which are services, but these are also available, of course, as career option if somebody prefers them. In the coming episodes, we will be discussing in detail, threadbare, about various of pro and con of each of these functional areas, and towards the end we will conclude as to how these function experience in these functions help somebody to rise to the top in any organization. So, that will be the concluding part, but yes, before that we have episodes which will cover activity by activity, the pros and cons of each kind of career options.
People from which functions are suitable for the top positions in organization?
Before I answer this question, I will give you one phenomena, that there is a syndrome. See, one of the ex-prime minister used to be a farmer. I will not name him. Because he was a farmer, he used to assume that everybody should do farming. So, there is a similar syndrome in industry also, that whatever specialization the top man has, that specialization is considered as most important activity in organization, and everybody tries to do that. So suppose a sales and marketing person becomes your president, he will be able to appreciate sales and marketing person's effort, and he will pose as if that is the most important activity for the organization, but obviously at the cost of other activities which are there, which is not a healthy sign. Okay. Now, having said that, which function people are best slated for the top position, best suitable for the top position? What do you require for top position? You require a helicopter view of the business, of your day to day operation, of the manufacturing operation. So, somebody who has a helicopter view is best suited. Somebody who knows little bit of business, little bit of manufacturing, little bit of sales and marketing, and little bit of technology is best cut out for this kind of thing, top job. Now, will a design and R&D man have that kind of helicopter view? Usually not expected, because with the kind of working which he has done throughout his career, he will not get that kind of exposure to be able to, let us say, handle HR also, finance also, so many things which are going in the organization, controlling labor relations, uh, complying with laws. They may not know most of those things which are there. Okay. Which other function is better suited? Probably planning, because as I said, planning has a helicopter view, particularly if it is project planning or corporate planning, and they know the investment, they know the return of investment, they know what is the market share in different product segments and so on. Yeah. And they are armed with data, they know the facts, they know the reality, they know the past. But usually corporate planning people are quite detached from the shop floor, from the manufacturing. So one side they are very strong. So also similarly, suppose finance person sits at the top. Finance person knows finance, but he doesn't know marketing, he doesn't know sales, he does not know your product, he does not know manufacturing. So is he best placed for top job? May not be. Quality assurance person. Quality assurance person is finding faults with what others have done all his life, but he has not done anything himself to make a change. So, can he make a change in the organizational level, at the higher level of organizational structure? Is it expected from that job profile? May not be. May not be. Production man, yes, he knows production very well, he knows shop floor very well, he knows HR. Okay. So, he is 50% of the things he knows. Similarly, sales and marketing people know the 50% on the customer side. They know the market, they know the customer, they know the product performance, they know the competitor's performance, they know a little bit of economics of your product. Fine. But they don't know manufacturing at all. So again, I would say sales and marketing background gives you 50% of what is required. Planning will give you almost 50% of what is required, more than little more than 50% probably. Hmm. Manufacturing will give you 50%. Now what is remaining is procurement is again one sided. You are only dealing with suppliers. You don't know customers at all. You don't know your product at all. You don't know your manufacturing process at all. You don't know the design at all. Okay. So procurement people are not the people for the top position. Many organizations find maintenance people to be best fit for top position. Why? Because of one thing. Of course, they know technology, but that is not the reason why people find them suitable. Who cares for technology at that level? They are valued for their diagnostic skills. Because if you know how to diagnose the fault in a machine, you can also extend the same capability and you can start diagnosing the problems with the organization, with the systems that you are operating. So, maintenance person can extend his diagnostic skill to extend on the HR side, labor relation side, organizational system side, procedure side, hmm, and how to make the organization healthier, much more efficient, much more effective, because that is what you have been doing for the machines. So that same mindset, the same skill set can get applied there. So for that reason, many organizations of late find maintenance people to be best fit for top position, because they know how to do troubleshooting, how to make it work correctly, how to find what is not correct, how to make it work correctly. That is the job expectancy from a top person. What a top person is supposed to do. So top person has to make the wrong things right. He has to be like a doctor, and he has to correct all the pain points of the organization. And I'm not saying because I have been in maintenance, but then this is a fact which companies are finding as a merit.